CTM Sports in the house. What's going on? Check us out. Like, share, subscribe. Help us grow. CTM Sports Thinking Game Podcast. We in this thing. You see the title. Is KD declining? Is Devin Booker blaming the refs? Or do we know he gonna lose against the Thunder? Can the Pistons power up? Can they come back from that home loss they got from the Magic? We're talking about this today. Your boy Mike Flair in the house, CTM Sports, and we finna get right into it. But before we get into it, let me know in the comments. Did somebody trip Wemby, or did he trip over his own foot to get that concussion injury? Let me know in the comments. Watch the highlight. It seemed like he tripped over his own foot. You know, when you that tall and that long, you probably wear a crazy size shoe. Sometimes your feet can get in your own way when you're tall. Believe me, I'm 6'5", so I know. So let me know in the comments. Did he trip over his own foot, or did somebody trip him? Now, let's get into it. KD. Is KD declining? He be talking trash. He be throwing his little subliminal shots. And he have his little thoughts to say. But he came back for game 2. I thought he was going to ball out. In the first half, it's like he did. But give a shout out to the Lakers. They made the adjustment. Double team. I think he only scored like 5 in the second half. So the question is it more the team because they didn't get a point guard this season after they let Van Vliet go? Or is his ability starting to decline? He's been in the league for a long time, just about as long as LeBron. And we all go through it. You get to the end of the road. Some people get there quicker. Some people get there slower. But we all get there. Let me know in the comments. Is he at the end? Is he getting close to the end? Or do we still got some gas left in the tank? Because when you start getting to the end, you can feel it. You can feel it. The jumper's not falling. The jab step ain't jabbing like he used to. The hezzy pull up ain't popping off like he used to. You know, he used to do that from half court, but it ain't like he used to. He was superhuman at first. Now he's starting to be human. His human will be probably somebody else's superhuman. Let me know what you think in the comments. The second one, can he still carry a team at this point in his career? He used to be a dancing machine. He didn't need a point guard. Give him the ball, get out the way, hezzy pull up, run off a screen, a pin down, quick little elbow jumper. Can he still carry a team? I don't think so. I think Kevin Durant is getting toward the end of his career. He may not want to admit it.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
He may not want to admit that, but I'm telling you, Kevin Durant is declining. He never really was a weight guy because he was so long. And you start seeing people push him around. He getting injured a lot, more than probably what he wanted to admit. Was they had a knee contusion, but you got to find better ways to score when you the man. He should have worked on doing off-ball stuff like Reggie Miller. I know a lot of people don't like doing that. They just want the ball in their hand and go to work. But when they start double teaming you, you got to be creative in the ways to score and get the ball in your hands before the double team so you can score before they get there. So my last point on this. Has moving around teams taking this toll on Kevin Durant? He went from the Warriors to the Nets to the Suns to the Rockets. Has traveling teams starting to take his toll on Kevin Durant. Of course he gonna still play. Of course he can still score. He like 6'11". Ain't nobody blocking his shot. But it's something about the whole package that he had, like when he played for the Warriors and the Thunder. That's not there. And I get it, by age and attrition is not there. But LeBron is making them look. LeBron is balling. KD is seems like he's declining. You can say the team, the Rockets, I get it, but there's something missing with Durant. There's something not there. But that's just my opinion. So, moving on to our next one. Is Devin Booker starting to just collect them checks? Is he collecting them checks? I don't even know why I even typed that right, but it's cool. Is he just collecting them checks? Or is he dancing? Trying to blame the refs. Oh man, the refs don't want to call calls. And listen, that's a telltale sign when you start get to the end, right? You try to blame everybody else for your bad game. Oh, it's the refs. Oh, it's the coach. Oh, the flow slippery. They gave me some bad popcorn. Oh, it's the lights. What else is it gonna be? Oh, the backboard dirty. Everything else is to blame, but just saying I just had a bad game. But let me know in the comments, is Devin Booker, is he starting to get closer to that? Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Does Devin Booker need more scoring help? Bane, he's not a scorer like that. He's a defensive guy, but he needs more scoring, especially playing against the Thunder. But they're not gonna win. You know, but blaming the refs not gonna work. All it's gonna do is make you give up a check to the NBA. You got to find a way to ball out. I know you don't have a lot of offensive help, but you don't want to go out without swinging. So my last one on this: how can the Suns compete with the Thunder? You know what the answer is? They can't.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
They can't compete with the Thunder. The Thunder has too much talent. They told me bust down my AP, perfect time, man. And they're about to bust down the Suns like an AP. So just watch, learn, take notes. They're about to bust them down. My AP, perfect time, man. And it's nothing that the Suns can do. Sometimes in sports, you run into these teams. They have so much talent. They just better. And I know for men, that's hard to admit, ego-wise, that somebody just had your number. Or some team is better than your team. But you're gonna find out. I would the Thunder sweep the Suns? I don't know. I may give the Suns one game, but that's it. Maybe two, because I know Jalen Williams injured, so maybe the Thunder may have an off game, but I doubt it. The Thunder probably gonna win that series 4-1. It's no chance. You could blame the refs, the floor, the bench. You don't like the way the seats feel, all of that. But guess what? You're gonna lose. You can blame whoever you want to blame, but you're gonna reach the end of the road, buddy. You at the end of the road. Just soak it in and let it go, brother. There's nowhere to hide, girl. When love is calling in your name, you fall apart, babe. Don't try to fight it, babe. Can the Pistons level up? Let me know in the comments. Can the Pistons level up? Can Cade step it up and outscore um, and lead the team over the Magic? Who has to step up and help Cade? Let me know in the comments. Who got to step up? I like the Pistons. They're a young team. Um, uh, let me know what you think about this. Can Tobias Harris increase his play? When Tobias played for Doc, it seemed like Doc got the most out of Tobias, and it seemed like nobody else has really been able to do it. Maybe he don't like Detroit, but I'm saying if Tobias can be the Tobias that played for the Clippers and the 76ers, I think the Pistons will cruise past the Magic. But he has to find a way to insert his will on the game, whether it's running off screens, shooting that elbow jumper that he's known for doing that mid-range game, while Cade is attacking the basket, get in position and shoot in the corner or shoot that mid-range. Tobias, step up, bro. You got it. You got the skill, man. Step up, man. And drop it on him. It's perfect timing for you right now. So, as a young team, let me know this. How hard is it to take your game to the next level as a young team? That's the hardest thing when you're young, to turn it up. You feel like you got enough already, but sometimes in the playoffs, you have to go to another level. You can't play around with teams because everybody's there for a reason. So you can't linger around. You really got to be on the gas the whole game. Sometimes that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of willpower. But guess what? You're in the NBA. You're a pro player now. And when it's time to go, when it's go time, it's go time. And right now, it's go time. And can the Pistons shift gears and go to another level and go ahead and take care of the Magic and not let them linger around? Because when you playing around with them young Bulls, when they start bucking, you ain't ready. They'll take you out. So you got to be careful. So let me know in the comments, can the Pistons level up? Let's go to the next one. Should Jaylen Brown, did I spell his name right? Ugh. Should Jaylen Brown win the MVP? Let me know in the comments. Should he win the MVP? I think that he really should be at least in the top three, but I think he should win. He carried the Celtics team until Tatum came back off an Achilles injury. And they may be in position to win the championship. Shout out to Jaylen Brown, man. Man, if the Celtics would have got rid of him, they would have destroyed their whole team. I think you got to find a way to keep those two guys together. You got to find a way. If you trade away Jaylen Brown, unless you're going to get a lot of, some really like 2 or 3 players for him, but I think it would be hard pressed to get rid of Jaylen Brown. Unless, like I said, you're going to get a lot of value for him, but I would keep Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's good. I like Jaylen Brown. I would find a way to keep both of them, actually. And because they play good together, they play off each other together. And I know eventually the salary cap is going to test you on how you keep both of them. But let me know who would you stay with? Would you pick Jaylen Brown or would you pick Jason Tatum? Who would you keep? Who do you go? Who would you build your franchise around in the future? It's gonna be a tough call. We're gonna find out. Time will tell. It's gonna be a tough call, and you have to think about that. Like, what's some of the thing? Let's look at some of the brackets real quick before I get out of here. See where we at now. Let me pull it up real quick. All right, almost there. Let's share the screen because I think the playoffs are starting to get interesting, in my opinion. And Uh-oh. Give me 1 second, guys. Trying to figure this thing out. Boom. There we go. So let's go to the brackets. And as you can see, there we go. Playoffs bracket. Let's see what we got. Yeah, OKC leads 2-0. They're gonna win that series 100%. Lakers 2-0. Yeah, they probably gonna win that. Nuggets Timberwolves tied 1-1. That's gonna be a good series, but with Wemby being injured, I wonder how long is the Spurs are they gonna be able to get past the Blazers? The Blazers giving them a run for their money, but that bottom half of the West ain't gonna be interesting. Whoever win between the Lakers and Rockets, they're gonna lose to the Thunder. It's just how, unless they have some weird injury or something. So we already know it's gonna be the Thunder and whoever somebody else. I thought it was gonna be the Spurs, but Wemby, can he stay healthy though? Can you feel that? You gotta feel it. The Pistons, they won. They tied at 1-1, but can they win at home? Time will tell. Shout out to the Pistons, man. Cleveland's probably going to beat the Raptors. I mean, James Harden and the Spider, it's going to be too much for the Raptors to hold. So, shout out to them. That's how the Raptors feel right now. Knicks and Hawks. If the Knicks do not dominate, Mike Brown probably going to be fired at the end of this season. You got a Cat, man. I don't know what it is with this guy, man. This dude can dominate this series easy. Something's not clicking. I don't know if he don't like Mike Brown. I'm not sure. But something is not clicking. And I don't know if can you feel that? Can you feel with Cat? Can you feel it? Because I don't know if
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You can't be letting Atlanta bust you down, but I like McCullough though. But if the Knicks lose this series, man, that's not gonna be good for them. Somebody gonna lose their job. Of course, we know wow, they tied it. Celtics and 76ers. That would be a good matchup, the Celtics and the Knicks. And I think the Celtics probably will blow past the Knicks. But I like Brunson, man. He really got to get some help, though. He got to get some help. He got to get some help. So, with that being said, had to come through, do some sports, talk crazy a little bit. Is KD declining? In my eyes, he look like he is. Devin Booker blaming everybody else but himself. Oh, it's the floor. Oh, it's the refs. Oh, it's the hot dog that they gave me at the concession stand. Everything is messed up but him. Or is he just collecting checks? Let me know what you feel in the comments. Can the Pistons, they tied it 1-1, but can they take this series over and finish off can they finish off the Magic? Let me know in the comments. Mike Flair in the house, CTM Sports. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. CTM Sports Thinking Game Podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Just stay tuned.